I'm going to start this video with a little rant. This is my third time shooting this bloody video. The first time I shot the video, I sounded like a shrimp in the middle of nowhere. So much noise. Firstly, there's the 180-degree rule, which is basically just talks about the relationship. Second time, I sound like a buffalo that was running an 100-meter race. I don't know why. Show my iPhone. The point of this video. So you guys saw the intro video, all of that fancy, beautiful looking ass, cinematic shots. I shot that entire video with my iPhone, if that isn't already clear.
That level. Yes. Because that's where your mindset comes in. Like, you are not there yet, but your faith and your belief in.
So I use my iPhone 12, and I don't know where I don't know where 6 is right now. No, thanks. Jeez. Oh, 2 iPhone 12s, man. Yes, sir. I'll be balling, man. I'll be balling and shit. Yes, sir. I can't hear you at all. Speak louder. I cannot hear you. I only speak in money. I speak in fluent money. Yes, sir. I don't speak in naira. I speak in dollars, sir. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Okay, back to the main video. About a month ago or so, I asked some people on my Instagram if they wanted to see like my process or just basically like how to shoot or get higher quality results from their smartphone. So I wanted to teach my fellow content creators who want to know how to get better quality results from their smartphone. Because let's be honest, almost everybody has a smartphone. It's the most accessible camera. So might as well just show you how to use this. Because I use my iPhone as my B cam. And a lot of people said they wouldn't mind a YouTube video. So that's basically why I'm making this video, to be honest. Just walk you through my process. I'm not going to be accounting for every device. I'm just going to be walking you through my process and how I would shoot if I was using my mobile phone. What I want you to take from this is just basically for you to see my process and see how you can adapt that to yours. The iPhone has quite a powerful camera, and I think it's very underestimated. I do not shoot with the actual iPhone camera app though. I shoot with the Moment camera app because it gives me manual control over my camera settings. If you were shooting with the iPhone camera app, all I would suggest you do is just switch if you can and if you have the space for it, always shoot at 4K and 24 frames per second respectively. I also think you should I think that's the best setting, to be honest, to get like the most cinematic quality of video out of your iPhone, because it's like the industry standard, I think. Anyway, and that's just if you're using the iPhone camera app to shoot your videos. I don't use the camera app, but like the camera app is pretty basic. If you're someone who doesn't really have that much time to stress over settings and all of that and just want to get going and want the camera to do everything for you, then the iPhone camera app is probably your way to go. Maybe mess with the exposure a bit to get like your desired results, depending on like what type of shot you want to achieve basically. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But now let's go to what I actually use to shoot when I use my iPhone. Basically, I use this app mostly because it gives me manual control over my camera settings. Firstly, I shoot in a flat profile because it gives me the most flexibility while color grading. You could shoot in default if you want to, but I just prefer like flat. I always shoot at 4K, like I already said. I like to get the best quality out of any device that I use. I always shoot at 24 frames per second because it gives you the most realistic motion blur when shooting. For my shutter speed, I always abide by the 180-degree rule, which states that your shutter speed should be double that of your frame rate. Meaning that if I'm shooting at 24 frames per second, your shutter speed should be ideally around 148 or 150. Most cameras don't have 148, so 150 is like that sweet spot. If you're shooting at 30 frames per second, double that will be 60. So you have to keep your shutter speed at 1/60, and vice versa basically. The higher your ISO, the brighter your shot will be. The lower your ISO, the darker your shot will be. Just mess around with that and see what works for your shots, to be honest. I don't like touching exposure. I just leave it the way it is. I think it does does it's somewhat similar to ISO in my own opinion, but I don't like touching it. I just mess with the ISO, to be honest. I don't mess with autofocus. And my white balance, I just like to keep that on auto, even on my camera, because I find it really easy to just change the color temperature in whatever app you're using or video editing software you're using, to be honest. It's just as easy as a slider. Even mobile editing apps, I think, have that option, to be honest, to change the color temperature. So I just keep mine on auto, but obviously you can experiment and tweak. I don't think like not having a camera is a good enough excuse, because this is more powerful than you think, and I mean it. That video that you guys saw, it was really nothing special that I did in my phone, to be honest. Like I don't even think I checked the settings before I shot. I just shot it. A lot of the magic lies in the composition, the color grading, the sound design, which are all things that I handle in post production and everything. So like, if you guys would want to see that, actually, I want to know. I don't want to really waste my time making a video on that without that many people being interested in it necessarily. So yeah, let me know if you want to see my post-production process in the comment section, and let me also know if there's any specific like mobile editing apps that you want me to experiment with. Jeez, Tolu. Let me know if there's any mobile editing app that you want me to experiment with, slash, just play around with, to basically help you if you're trying to figure something out. Let me know what it is, what video editing app you would like to see me experiment with, what other tips you would want in regards to mobile videography. Just let me know all of those things in like the comment section. And like I said, if enough people are interested in a post-production video of mine, let me know. I am just too lazy to make that without enough people being interested in it. So let me know. Thanks. Bye. I love you guys.